Hey everybody, it's the Dudes with Attitude podcast coming at you live from the greatest era of professional wrestling as we go through it episode by episode, the WWF Attitude Era. I am your host, the good Dr. Legend, joined as always with my esteemed cast of wrestling boomers. First off, the magnificent one, Brett Evers.
Wow. And we're as live, baby, as the Raw, second Raw after a pay-per-view.
And MMA's worst nightmare, the Supreme Submission Machine, Angelo.
It's time for Angelo to step in and be the people's champion on this podcast.
People's champion. And back for a second show in a row. It's not an illusion. No ego, Weasel Manefic.
Hard times are when the auto workers are out of work and they tell you to go home. And hard times are when a man has worked at a job for 30 years, and give him what?
This motherfucker.
Oh,
If he wasn't too busy reading off the script, he should be pounding the table. Blood alone turns the wheels of destiny.
You see what I meant by we needed you on these shows? What was that element of what the fuck that was missing?
Oh my god. It's good to have you back, Chris. You've been missed, buddy. It's been a while since we did this, guys. A lot of scheduling conflicts. Hey, we're boomers. We've got a lot of things going on in our lives. Two of us have kids. One of us is getting married soon. And there's Chris.
And I'm doing it. And I'm flying through the world.
But it's amazing. I'm really glad we're all back for here. The post Royal Rumble episode of Raw. One of the most iconic episodes of wrestling television in the history of wrestling. And I mean, not to quote unquote spoil anything, but pretty much everybody knows what's going to happen, at least in the opening part of this show. And it's a really, really incredible and iconic moment that we're going to kind of get to relive and, go through once more. And just before we do it, I mean, I know we always see the clips and the highlights and everything like that. Do you guys remember anything else that happened on this show?
I remember nothing but the best part of this show, and I think that's a testament for how good the segment was.
I think there's one part of this episode that's also pretty iconic that we forget is on this episode. I think if it's the one moment I'm thinking about, I don't want to spoil it, but I think it's going to be on here. But man, going back real quick to thinking about the Rumble, we're talking about it, guys. Chris, we didn't get a chance to talk to you about your little brief review on it, but we all came to consensus. This is a pretty disappointing Rumble. Like, all things considering, the hottest act, Stone Cold Steve Austin, was pretty much jobbed out for the entire match.
Yeah, it's totally not what I remember it. What I remember was that he went in and just kicked ass, and he was just, he destroyed everybody. It wasn't as slow paced as that Rumble was. I remember his music hitting and him just like clearing house. But yeah. I guess that's just my totally remembering it wrong.
Rose-colored
you were
glasses.
in agreement with the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. But the one part I didn't, you guys remember from last week, Chris had to leave early because he had to go to work, but he missed most of the Michaels versus Taker match. And the one part we were talking about earlier on the pre-show was we were watching it. It's like at first it was kind of like, it's punch kicky. It's kind of like a little brawl match, and then Undertaker does the most fucked up thing I don't think anybody else expected, because they didn't ever show this spot ever. Like, I would be clipping this thing all the time as iconic moments. You know what he did to Shawn?
What did he do?
He tombstoned him inside the casket.
No.
He jumped off the apron and tombstoned him in there.
On the apron into the casket?
Into the casket.
No.
Yeah, really, that's what we were all like.
Jesus Christ.
And we were like, why the fuck do we never see this spot?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
I'm flabbergasted. And it was done safely. It was done clean. But it was just like, what? You'd never do that today.
Yeah, I think the only thing the highlight of that's the one where he broke the back, right? The
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
You always
Yeah.
see the clip of his little dink,
That's it.
and
Yeah.
I
That was
hurt
the
my
other thing
back.
too, is we didn't realize how early in the match that happened too.
Yeah.
Well, that was
it
like the
happens
second or
really
third
early in the
spot.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's nursing that thing the whole match. You kind of feel bad for him because he still takes bumps on his back. But then
Especially since we know that, in hindsight, that he broke his back. Yeah, it's amazing.
you know,
Yeah, he actually toughed that match out. I was actually impressed with Sean.
well, because he counted every bump he took, he was going to take like 4 bumps of painkillers in the back, so it'd even out.
On top of the heroin and cocaine.
All right,
Did
I think we should get started, guys. This is going to be a big show. I'm really amped up to get this started. But before we start,
It's the big show. No, that's not for another like 2 years.
1 year. Mark
That's
your
right.
word.
We're in '98 now.
We're in 98. All right, guys, before we get started, what are y'all drinking?
Glad you asked. I've been waiting for this. But
If
Angelo,
it's
go
that
ahead and go
fucking
first.
creek water again, I'm turning your camera off.
No, it's not. You can see all my drinks now. I don't hide them.
I'm going very bitchy today. I'm drinking a basic bitched homemade iced coffee with my San Francisco Bay organic rainforest coffee with skinny syrups and stuff. Yeah, I'm a big pussy.
Maybe you shouldn't have gone first.
All right. Okay, Brett, go ahead.
All right. So, as a nice balancing act, we have a Coke Zero Sugar Cherry Vanilla Soda,
Ooh.
which I
Excellent
was very
choice.
happy to find.
What's the year?
And then in the year on this is 2022. It's got the new design.
2022
And then-
vintage May.
And then in commemoration of today's episode, and I do apologize, Chris, I don't mean to do this to you, but I do have a legitimate Stone Cold Steve Austin Steve Weiser.
Oh,
the
snaps.
Steve Weiser.
I bet that tastes like shit. I bet
Probably
it's
like
like
a
the
I've had the
gnarliest.
ale, and the ale is good. It's like an IPA. This I've never had. I do not know how it tastes.
Yeah,
So we're
good.
going to find out tonight.
I will not do another taste test. I will never trust you again, sir.
Never tried-
I can't trust you with fucking water. I can't trust you with anything else.
I found Liquid Death at Bevmo, and my son wanted to try it, and I said, "No, that's river water." No, I've already got fooled by some retard,
Water.
Oh my god.
some
Chris.
jobber.
I got myself the finest cranberry juice from Tropicana, Amazon exclusive, and a Monster.
Of course, always a
So
monster.
taste review. It literally does not taste any different than like a Natty Ice.
I knew
Oh,
it!
no.
You got
It
duped!
doesn't.
It's a legit
got
Steve
duped.
Weiser.
It's like a
Natty-
legit. Well, I mean, it is. It's a legit Steve Weiser. What he used to drink was
But
Natty
it's-
Ice out
Oh
there.
god.
It is it's disappointing because it's from El Segundo Brewing.
I got my Zevia. I'm doing my Zevia cola
Zevia
today.
now?
I'm getting some delicious cola in my system. Try it out. Good year. Good vintage. Okay, guys, let's start the show. I'm Peacock, going in 3, 2, 1.
This is January 19th, 1998.
1998.
What's her name? Juanita?
Juanita McMahon.
Juanita? She's not Mexican.
You don't know that. She could be.
You think the McMahons would marry down like that, Brett?
No,
What a
or else
Well, from the rumors of I heard is that wasn't first McMahon. That was only one of his wives.
Federation fans all over the world were thrilled
Oh.
with the prospects of two brothers apparently putting aside their differences.
Oh, they're really pushing the,
We held our
Oh, I
breath
forgot to
and
mention at the end of the stupid match, Chris, you know where they burn the casket and everything?
yeah.
There was an after, because I had the DVD version that we were watching. They had an after credits moment. Like, you know how it's cool where they burn the casket or whatever, and like, oh my god, Taker's in there. In the after credits scene, they're like all the goobers in the back with axes are trying to open the casket up. And they open it up to reveal it to be empty. And then over the fucking PA, Taker goes like,
Wrestling Federation.
I'm like, you ruined it! You ruined it, damn it!
It was totally ruined by that.
They ruined.
Yeah, it really did. Like, if they would have just left it silent,
Yeah.
would have been like, whoa.
I mean, yes, we know they did not set a motherfucker on fire, okay? Yeah, it's wrestling. Let us just believe for a moment. Give us a little kayfabe us, you son of a bitch. You know what I realized? They don't change this song in the entire Attitude Era, guys. You better fucking buckle up because we're gonna hear this shit for the next 3 years.
It's like Face the Pain for UFC, man.
I'm already tired of it. Like, although this is like one of the better
And
Raw
they still
songs
have
that
the
they've
Bret
had.
Hart shots in there too.
Oh
Bret
yeah,
Hart's on it.
there he is. I saw the
Yep.
fucking pink and black. Cheap bastards.
Because it wasn't until the roster split, 2002, that they changed the song.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go into ruthless aggression.
Oh man,
And
look
I was
at these signs. You do not see this anymore.
No, not at
NWO.
all.
Wrestling fans now respect your viewing rights.
Well, like, no. To their credit, they only do this in the opening segment where they pan around. And for the most part, when you're watching the matches, they don't hold the signs up. There was one
Not this
dick at
time.
SummerSlam 2005 when me and my brother, right, who sat in the row in front of us, he kept putting the sign in front of us, and I was getting pissed. And he had the shittiest signs ever.
Yeah, like he had a sign that said, you know, "United we are toothless."
For
Chris
Benoit.
It's like, really?
It's like,
If that kid is the only listener on our show, I hope a single tear is going down your cheek right now, you bastard. Yes, we've not liked you for over 17 years, going on 18. What the
at
hell?
least we'd have a listener.
This was not supposed to be first. What the fuck? What?
Oh,
My memories are messing with me.
Mmm.
Huh?
But the
They
funny
got
part
Michael
is,
Cole.
why is he coming out all happy? The Undertaker is said he's coming back, and he should know that the Undertaker is going to kill everyone.
I know, like, you're not. That's, you know what? I've never liked the whole manager betrayal arc. If there's like one trope in wrestling that I never really cared for, is the manager betrayal kind of deal or whatever. Because the problem with Taker and Bearer is they've betrayed and come back so many times, you don't know where they stand with each other anymore.
At this point, Bears they've only had the one time where they've split. They haven't gotten back together and split all the other times yet.
They split during that In Your House match, right?
I think it was
so.
SummerSlam, wasn't it?
It was the Boiler Room Brawl
Oh,
Yeah.
where he was like, "Yes, give me the urn," and he hits him in the head with it, gives it to Mankind for no reason,
no reason.
just
Escobar reason.
betrayal you. I will say though, he is
Stupid.
might be top tier wrestling managers of all time. Might be.
Oh, absolutely. Right there with Bobby Heenan's number one.
Yeah, of
You can
course.
never discourage me that he's not number one.
Yeah. Number
Yeah,
one,
Paul Bear is probably like solid, maybe number two.
number one manager and number one heel commentator of all time. I will.
Yeah,
There is no discussion on that.
I mean iconic. Whose side is he on though?
Oh god.
Yeah.
But you know what? I get upset thinking about that. But people forget though. No matter what happened, Bobby Heenan was always anti-Hulk. The entirety that he always ragged on Hulk in WWF and in WCW. He always got on Hulk's ass. So that
Even
was
when Hulk
par
turned,
for the
he
course.
was on him.
Should he have said that? Bischoff should have been in his ears like, "You don't say anything, Bobby." But is that something Bobby would have said in WCW? Yes.
Absolutely. It's something you'd expect him to say.
A Golden Globe award. You know what? That guy needs makeup. Like, I don't like the non-Paul Bearer Percy Pringle here.
Oh, like the white.
Talk about a name upgrade, right? You go from Percy Pringle to Paul Bearer. Like, I would change my name, Percy Pringle. You just like, uh-oh.
Oh,
We
we
got
lost
a disconnect.
Oh,
We
we
lost
lost him.
Chris. Oh, no. Uh-oh, the cameras. Oh, Chris is coming back.
That was weird.
That was weird. And now we
What
can't
happened?
see your face.
Oh, the Discord just shut off or something, or
You
at
you
me?
dumped out.
I don't know. My bad. My bad. My finger must have touched something and sent me out.
Oh.
Jesus, that shit launched me.
What a beautiful night it was.
How do you open? I mean, I guess it ended the show last night, so you'd want to kind of follow up with it. But,
Just when you thought that
but
Where
like
is
you
it
said,
going
said, Brett, like Taker said he's gonna come back. Like this is a completely inane fucking
Oh, I mean,
promo
we
here.
have the benefit of because remember that's in scenes. A lot of the people watching, a lot of us, we didn't know that happened at the event. So for
this
all
a
we
s-
know, he is gone. Blah,
Is this a
blah, blah.
smaller arena? This looks like one of the 10,000 seaters.
with the 3 locks.
Oh, we got to get our historian on it.
Yeah, go ahead, Wiki Angelo. Go get on this shit. Give me some hard facts and data.
It looks like a college arena. Maybe San Jose State.
It's, ooh, do you see
So
to the
this
left
was-
there? It looks like it's some empty seats, or unless they're just closed off.
So it was actually in the Sealand Arena in Fresno, California.
God, what a shithole city.
Yep.
Because they did, remember, they did the Rumble in San Jose, so they
Yeah,
did
just a short drive down the road.
She was crying.
Short drive, but a hell of a drive.
It's like
horrible
3 hours.
What were we doing?
Yeah, but it's all through. Ugh. Well,
Oh
depending.
yeah, driving from Southern to Northern California is disgusting.
Gas can and poured the liquid all over the under casket. Undertaker's casket.
He fucked up
The under.
the under casket. Yes,
He said it so confidently.
I like that name
Casket.
better. The under casket.
Pulled out a book of matches. All it took was one match. Handed it to Kane.
Jesus.
One match book.
And there it was, the towering Inferno.
He is Undertaker. That guy looks like Percy. Holy shit! That guy holding the sign.
That was the best thing he could come up with to say. Undertaker
Dear.
ruled. What is this,
Remember, a lot of
1982?
people in this era were either super creative or just retarded.
Over the past 6 months has now come to pass.
Vince Russo.
Undertaker, they're gonna set your casket on fire. You're gonna be inside it. People will think you're gonna die, but then you're gonna come back
Uh-oh.
and tell everybody you're okay.
Every word the horror described by Paul Bearer was true.
I don't remember any of this at all.
Me neither.
What the hell? Kane's gonna pop out of this shit. Oh, I got you again.
Rest and case.
Oh, it's the one. It's the actual burnt casket. Oh god, what OVW jobbers are these guys? See if I know.
No.
One
Yeah, you're
guy's
trying to
costume's
cover
a
their
little too tight.
Yeah.
He's filling it out a little too
Even
much.
trying. Not even trying.
Off the casket to extinguish the fire, and the lid was open.
If they play that fucking audio again, I'm done. Get out of here, Taker. Come back when you're ministry. I don't want to hear this shit.
In that casket all the time. But the question is, where has he been since?
Yeah, where?
And now he.
I knew, yeah, Kane was in this shit.
Oh no! That's not
The classic bait and switch.
I mean, You fuckers told us he wasn't in there. He was like gonna come back later.
Dude, this is Jim Cornette's booking. Kane is gonna, goddamn, he's gonna come out of a casket, and goddamn, it's gonna take her.
Corny's gonna be like, we should slip Taker some pills and stop his heart so people think he's really dead, and then he won't come out of his house for 2 months, and they'll think Mark Calloway's dead, and he was set on fire.
The stench as they open the casket.
Goddamn.
The Royal Rumble was overwhelming.
I definitely think Angelo is our Jim Cornette impersonator. Reese is our Vince Russo impersonator, and I do a pretty good Bruce Pritchard.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
The winner of the 1998 Royal Rumble match, Stone Cold Steve Austin, will be here.
So this one had to be the live show, which means next week we get a pre-tape.
From Iron Mike Tyson.
Oh, there he is.
Whoa, I don't remember him holding that sign. Why'd he rip it in half? Like he's like, yeah, WCW sucks. Wow, look at my muscles. Like, what message are you sending us, Mike? Yeah.
And up next on Raw, we will be hearing from D-Generation X. There they are, getting ready. And
Oh boy, if they cut another 20-minute promo for no reason, at the very least they've got a decent face to fight with.
Is this them selling the replay?
The replay. Oh great! In the last 15 seconds, they showed all the best parts of the Rumble. You guys literally don't have to watch it. I wonder if they're gonna show it here, Chris. Oh, they'll show that.
Oh.
Look.
Oh, shit! Man, I didn't win the match. Wow.
I told you that. We were like, holy fuck.
The Encore. Were the Encores cheaper, right?
By $10, I think. They gave me a $10
Is it?
discount. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was like, the pay-per-views are $30. The Encores, they would charge you $20. I never got the Encore leg. You already told me the results. I don't need to watch.
Yeah.
Last night the Royal Rumble was a very special night. As I'm quite sure that
They're
all
not
of
even
you
gonna come out to the. I guess that's
especially
better.
You, Mr. Helmsley.
Right, and what a night it was. Owen Hart last night of the Royal Rumble, I proved to the world that you're nothing but a loser. You can't cut it at the big dance, my friend. Maybe you
Jesus.
better pack your bags and head on south too, because you can't cut it here.
Oh, boy.
Once and for all. And then the man, he proved once again why he is the showstopper, the icon, the main event. As Shawn Michaels laid to rest the Undertaker.
You know something, Hunter? I mean, I appreciate all that stuff you said about me, but you know what? Last night I went to bed.
I wonder if they did this backstage because of his back.
Yeah, if you know what, maybe he's not walking good. So if they show him like limping to the ring, that would look too intimidating or posing. They don't want to raise any questions because I imagine he went to the doctors that night. Okay, let's check your back out. Ah, you cracked it.
Well, I think I heard I heard it was like I think Monday morning or Tuesday morning that he woke up, and that's when it was stiff. Yeah, like all the adrenaline and all the whatever fucking shit he was on. It was in his documentary. He said he woke up and he was like, "Oh my god."
Creatures of the night. Generation X is going to go out and find the Undertaker. No matter what, we're not going to leave any stone unturned.
Why do they even care about the Undertaker anymore?
And you have Generation X to thank for all of it.
What? That makes no sense. They should be moving away from Undertaker.
Yeah, I don't know why they're not going on to the Stone Cold.
Oh God! Start with a jobber match.
Hey, jobbers!
Jobbers on choppers. That's what these guys do.
That's
Dave.
what they
They're gonna
said.
be Chop DOA, choppers on choppers. It took us almost 20 episodes to come up with a fitting name for these clowns.
Oh.
Austin 1, 2, and 3. What a terrible fucking theme, too.
Cause
You
they're
know, for
talking
all
about dissension with these guys.
for all the factions they have, they do not do a good job with them.
Oh
Their little
shit!
gang warfare.
No, we're gonna get a Farouk match. He's actually wrestling.
They haven't kicked him out yet.
Oh yeah, it's coming. That's a great spot too. I really like it.
These three men were also involved in the Royal Rumble match. They certainly were. Two of the final three competitors in the Royal Rumble represented the nation of
Rock is surprisingly absent.
Rock and Farouk. And gentlemen, don't make any mistake about it. There's one boss in the nation, and that
Oh.
is Farouk. You ask Rocky Maivia, you ask any of the other nation members, that's what they're going to tell you.
So JR.
Are they high-spirited? Are they
Oh,
competitive?
who's commentating with JR?
There's one boss, and I think
Michael
this whole
Cole, isn't
thing
it?
about all
Cole?
these problems, with the nation
They need
are a lot
Lawler
more
because I love the heel face commentator dynamic. You need that back and forth.
Arena in Fresno, California, on a night
You're-
that Iron Mike
Nobody gives a
Tyson
shit about you,
is
dude.
gonna step into a WWF ring.
Coco Beware got in the Hall of Fame. You never will.
Maybe all the eyes are on it and all the
Yep,
TV
I wouldn't say never.
I heard it was a little flies in the ointment in the
I will.
negotiations earlier today.
These two clowns will
2023
never
Hall
be
of Fame.
in the
Cycles
Hall
of
of Fame.
D'Lo Brown now kicking off against 8-Ball for DOA. D'Lo now the 300.
I will shave my head if they're in the Hall of Fame, Brett.
Misses with the right hand, 8-Ball. Catches him though with a big elbow.
Ever or just this year?
Anyone this year.
I just want to know what time frame we're working on here.
Last night during the entire Royal Rumble event.
I will put the preface. So long as fucking Chains or any of these other idiots don't one day win the lottery and own WWF by themselves. That's the clause. They can't be in any position of power to be like, oh, my buddy.
Was waylaid before he
You guys remember
So
DOA,
basically,
guys?
they can't decide to put themselves in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
That's it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
The Supreme Fighting Machine, 6'6", 320.
Kama.
Chains in for DOA.
It's weird because Cole really took over JR's job in commentating. And you hear him now, he's describing comma, weight, height, and everything. That's a JR bit. Is like JR training him to take over for him?
Off the ropes again. Here's Chains. Try for the hip.
That's probably what it is.
Counter by Kama.
Kama, a high school basketball legend right here in this area.
What the fuck?
Wow. Interesting spot.
Chains is
Very.
a great athlete as he
Mm.
comes up with the elbow to the sternum. Gonna go for a second one. There it is. Can he make it a third time?
Why isn't Farouk hitting him? That's like the heel move to do.
Folks, don't forget, still
That's
to
a good
come tonight,
question.
The winner of the 1998 Royal Rumble match, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I guess Austin comes out in the beginning of hour 2.
Oh, there?
Yeah.
That was completely like no sold.
Oh yeah. What was that, a -1 on the centimeter, Brett?
That was a Yokozuna level spell right there. Or no. Who? Oh, that was an Ultimate Warrior cell.
Oh god.
That was a Warrior taking the pedigree at WrestleMania 12 cell job.
You know, as much as I dislike Warrior matches, I dislike Triple H more, so to me, it was always a poetic moment.
Right, when you think about his career.
What the
When you think
fuck?
about his career,
These
he
guys-
deserved it.
There's your
That's
Hall of
horrible.
Famer right there. There's your Hall of Famer, Brett.
Hey, I don't care if they actually make it. I'm just gonna laugh at the fact that you have to shave your head.
Never have to shave my head. That's not a bet I'll lose.
Yeah, they'll never get in.
It's like John Cougar Mellencamp winning an Oscar.
0.001% chance it happens.
It's like John Cougar Mellencamp winning an Oscar. Never gonna happen.
Ooh.
I really can't wait to see like D'Lo's split because like I was a D'Lo kind of mark when I was like I just like his theme music. Anytime he came out, like yeah, it's D'Lo and the little head shake he did.
Yeah, I like his head shake.
I feel like D'Lo's the one who's gonna get shafted. Like he actually probably should be in the Hall of Fame. But, you know, he probably never put him in.
And certainly Farouk can also be credited. I think
I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt. It's hard.
Did he do anything Hall of Fame worthy though? Like
No, he didn't.
I mean, not really.
He won the European Championship.
He won. You said that so deadpan. Like,
yeah,
he
he
won
so
the European
He actually won
Championship.
both that and the IC title. I think
Not
he was
even matter of
double champion at
factly.
one
Like
point.
you're reading his fucking Wikipedia.
Yeah, I'm definitely not reading it right
Oh,
now.
that was a clean moonsault. This fat fuck has a cleaner and better moonsault than Lita. How? Every time Lita does a moonsault, I think she's
I
gonna
could
kill
answer that,
herself.
but we'll get canceled.
Oh.
Because she's a woman. and she has no
Actually, not what I was gonna say, but okay. I was gonna say because he's a black man.
Oh.
They're used to jumping.
Like that fucking idiot in the front row. He's like, guys, I'm on the hard camera. Look at me.
Wow.
To be honest, D'Lo was a part
Oh
of
shit! Here comes
he was a
Henry,
part of the
and The Rock
Gangsters.
is here. Oh shit! Is Rock gonna like accidentally hit Farouk and this is gonna start the bloody? He's got the belt on. Oh!
Yeah, why wouldn't he have the belt on?
Ken.
Oh God, Ahmed!
Oh, Ahmed!
Fucking this guy's back. He's gonna really hurt somebody.
Ahmed Johnson, yes.
Oh, this is.
They popped when Shamrock came out, though. He's still fucking over.
He's so over.
Well, he's from Northern California, so there's probably some fans here.
I'll say this: the Ken Shamrock Rock program through '98 was really good, especially for The Rock. But like, the problem was Shamrock was peaked. Shamrock is never going higher where he was, which is unfortunate. I know I harp on Kenny a lot because he's my boy and it's a big missed opportunity for me. But I enjoyed watching Ken Shamrock wrestle throughout his time here, and I was a fan.
Oh, I loved him.
Problem is the guy couldn't talk for shit.
No,
Damn.
he's yeller.
But they booked him wrong. If he couldn't talk, like Benoit can't talk very well, but they still
Right.
booked him around that. Although he did cut the best promo I know we're gonna get to one day, the Benoit 101 School of Wrestling.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's.
The hearse came.
They're hyping up Taker tonight more than any. Am I missing something here? Oh God! Look at it's me, guys.
Yes.
Oh my God.
This ego fucking maniac had to put himself on the show.
Guess who's got the shovel? You want raw? I'll get downright nasty.
Get nasty, baby.
Get 12 issues of both the WWF and Raw magazines. That's 24.
Why do we want to see a picture of Sean's dick?
That's 68%
Oh.
of the newsstand price. Or subscribe to either for $19.97. Call 815-734-1160.
Phone number no longer active. Oh, they censored it out here. Nice.
Something with yourself. Send the cash.
Send the kiss.
Chris, you're like leaning in the screen trying to get the number. I'm gonna call it.
I'm scratching my leg. I was scratching my leg.
Guys, it's a really good deal. Oh
Oh my
God!
God, he's
What
still
the?
on TV.
Please.
Yeah, you said he was dead.
Who the fuck is he?
You know, oh, you missed it.
He wasn't here for any of that.
Oh, that's right.
Who the fuck is it? Tim Brandonelli?
Tim Brandonelli.
Brandy.
Brandy.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, it's the marvelous one. Yeah.
You know, it's funny looking at it now. Like, I remember being a little kid and, whoa, I used to hate Mark Merrow for all the stuff he did, but now I appreciate it
Oh yeah, 'cause
way more.
What a great heel this guy was.
He would be the most over heel in the late 2000s with that gimmick.
Yeah, very, very underrated heel, I believe.
Second best heel in the company right now. Rock is number one, but he's the second best. Well, I guess Kane would be number one because That's a really any Undertaker program's weird because they're always in like a segment of their own.
Yeah, their own little world.
It's like in a 3-ring circus, Undertaker's always got himself his own ring, you know.
Yeah.
He's still wrestling this guy? Give him the microphone. He's making Curtis robe him.
That's right.
Oh.
I know Tom Brady can't wait.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
the bell didn't ring, ref. That was
Yeah,
a cheap
what the
shot.
hell? Go back to Jersey. Yeah, Goomba.
Didn't he beat this guy, or he won? No, I thought no. I think he won by DQ, and then he TKO'd him afterwards, right?
I think so.
Oh god! Don't start the fucking side slam counter on me again, guys. Tonight, I don't need to see that shit.
That was incredible. We should.
That's what, if Kurgan shows up on the screen, you know it's coming.
That's his finisher. Why?
Yeah, but he hits it like 7 times in a match.
Oh no, Mero's actions, quite frankly, have been surprising me for the last several weeks.
You know what's great? Mark was a better athlete in his WCW days. I know he was here as Wildman as well, but he became a better character here. And if he could have just merged the two properly. But the problem was they put the focus on Sable. They took out... Hey, what the fuck? There's some jabroni out here. Trying to give her flowers?
It's a jabroni.
How dare you, sir? It's another man's wife.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar's wife.
No, it's another man's property.
Oh, Russo.
Canceled.
You son of a bitch. Those are some cheap flowers, too. Like, why the fuck?
All that money, well, lack of money, I guess. They weren't doing that well.
I mean, they're still coming off their shittiest years. We're in the beginning of January. They're not going to make their money back until, like, the middle of... Remember, they don't win a round of the Monday Night Wars until April.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was like March.
I think it's April 13th.
Oh, that's right.
Because it's like the second week after WrestleMania. Well, the second or third week, because Vince keeps... Ooh. I look cool. I've never been a fan of moves where when you drop somebody, you split your legs, like while they drop. The only one, though, the only exception was the Bubba Ray's, what's it called? What do they call that move where he does the full Nelson into the atomic drop?
Yeah.
That is a cool looking move. Like, you'd have to split your legs or else you'll fall on your fucking legs.
It's just called the bully bomb?
Bubba Bomb or whatever.
That was Bubba Bomb when he was there.
Oh, what?
What the fuck?
No,
he was trying. Sable blew the spot. This bitch got ahead of Mark for her fucking... Oh, go, stay up, Mark. Stay up, don't fall. Yes.
Yes.
He's allowed to grab the ropes. How dare you, White? Wait. That's illegal.
He's a conspiracy victim.
Yes. Yeah, Sable's arguing. Oh, she's actually arguing for Mark. Oh. He hit him with the dick punch. Yes. Oh, there it is. Count it, ref. The clean victory. The program is over.
I'm glad that justice was served in this match.
Yes.
TKO was also Nikki Bella's finisher.
She stole it. That whore. That whore. Whore. You tell that bitch. She's a goddamn whore. What the hell?
God.
These fucking segments. They're really stretching out. Their talent roster must be thin as fuck. Because we're still like a year away from the Hardys and Edge. What the hookers?
Oh.
Hookers and hearses. We got jobbers and choppers, hookers and hearses. This is a Vince Russo show.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna stick a bunch of hookers in a hearse, and you're gonna knock them dead.
Oh no.
Folks, plenty more still to come on Raw.
Oh
The
boy.
baddest man on the planet, Iron Mike Tyson.
This show feels like it's going really slow.
The return to the ring for Iron Mike. He'll be here in the War Zone coming up.
Oh my god.
Oh, the War Zone.
Mm-hmm.
And
Gotta wait a whole like
PlayStation, featuring
for the next
innovative
hour
fighting
for
game
that.
Bushido Blade by Squaresoft.
Machito Blade.
Machito Blade.
Look at those graphics.
Oh yeah, this was awesome.
Oh yeah, when she almost broke her fucking neck.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Dang, yeah.
I'm glad he got into the Hall of Fame though. That was the most well-deserved spot.
Slam of the Week was presented by
Really was.
PlayStation, featuring the innovative
Should have done it though while he was
Bushido
still
Blade by
alive.
Squaresoft, only
Because
on
I'd want to hear his stories. Like, I
Yeah.
heard he's a big sweetheart. Like, he's actually like a super sweet, nice guy. The problem was he wrestled so much in Japan that's where he got his intensity from.
Yeah.
It's hard
Yeah,
to
he-
turn that shit off.
Strong style.
Well,
Yeah.
because Jericho does it. No one gives Jericho shit for that. Jericho's fucking stiff as shit.
So Mike had a great time, and we expect a major announcement.
Yeah, but Jericho's also not Big Van Vader.
That's true. I mean, Rob trained in Japan, and Rob isn't stiff.
So we'll get all that addressed here tonight.
We spent most of his time in Detroit with the Sheik, with the original Sheik.
Mike Tyson and his entourage to the Selland
Oh.
Arena here in Fresno.
Tell you one thing we found out last night. Here we go.
Oh, Dynamite! Here comes the money.
There he is.
He doesn't get that song until like after the Attitude Era, right? Because he still uses the No Chance in Hell song.
He
What?
has. Wow, is that the Quebecers?
Wow.
What happened to these guys?
Huge.
Pierre is now a PCO.
I can't believe that I don't remember this.
I remember them coming, like, I remember this, because I was like, why does Pierre look like a pirate?
Tag team of the decade right here, guys.
Good God. If there's ever been a fucking most popular jobber ever. Man, you're lucky this shit wasn't in HD at the time, buddy, because that would look so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
The Quebecers, where have these fuckers been? Guys, we need a team to job to Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie.
Let's call the Quebecers.
What the hell? Is this like a no DQ match? Because it's not going to be not fun watching these guys wrestle a straight match. Oh my God! What these guys? It's probably why this is like their last match on Raw. Like, oh fuck this.
I mean, it's sad because the Quebecers are former champions.
Oh my God! They've let themselves go. Like Mounties. Look at that Kentucky waterfall on fucking Mountie in 1998. God damn. You could take a fucking semi down that mullet.
Yeah,
How long it is. Holy shit.
He's still
I will
stuck in
lose
like
my shit if he goes, you know who I am? I'm the Mountie.
he's still stuck in like a lot of these guys. Even though it's 98, a lot of these guys are still stuck in 89. Like,
Oh, dude. Bill Eadie is still rolling the demolition gimmick.
really?
Yeah, Demolition Axe. Yeah, he's got a new indie partner now. It was like Demolition Blast. And now
Oh my gosh.
But he still wrestles under that name.
I can't believe he can't just let it go and just retire.
They can.
got
That's
no
their
money.
thing.
he could do the smart thing and drop the lawsuit against McMahon so he can get in the Hall of Fame and get a DVD and get some nice royalty money.
Well, yeah.
Well, they hire a lot of those guys as quote unquote consultants, where they pay them $2,000 to just sit on their asses, $2,000 a month or something. That's what Billy Graham gets.
Superstar Billy Graham?
Yeah, he gets. I think
Legends contract or something.
Yeah, what's a
that was the contract they were starting to give Brett.
Yeah, it's not a Legends contract; it's a consulting contract. They call him a talent consultant, but all it is just an avenue to just give him some income.
I just noticed this. Because the fucking non-HD render of this show, if they zoom in, the motherfucker Bounty in his mullet in the center of it has got a fucking pond. He's balding in the back of his head. Have you ever seen a mullet with a fucking egg's nest in it? Is he injured or something? Oh, they're doing a spike. Oh, they're finished. Oh no, it's the
Meltzer driver.
Oh,
Meltzer driver.
Their finisher was that fucked up one where they like roll each other on top.
Yeah.
I would not take that. That Pierre's a fucking fat ass. That hurts. Get in there, Kyoto. Do your job.
Pierre's definitely let himself go. This one.
I mean, Pierre's always been kind of chunky.
Oh no!
What the fuck?
Yeah, fuck that referee.
What did Mike Kyoto do to you?
He can't, like, he lets the heels like come in when they're not supposed to, and he fucks every matchup.
Our second tag match of the hour and another fucking
Another DQ. Yeah, what the fuck?
What the? Oh, don't do it.
Yeah, now I know why Nitro was so easily overtook Raw, because if we were to like go side by side, I guarantee you, like, Nitro's got Mysterio and Malenko and Ultimo Dragon and Jericho and Benoit, and we're getting Chainsaw Charlie versus the Quebecers. It's almost kind of sad.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. What are the ratings for this episode?
Let me check.
Oh, fuck. It's a big bump. Oh, shit!
Oh!
Damn.
So
he did not get caught. He fucking...
No, he did not.
He landed hard.
This Raw got a 4.0, which is the highest rated Raw ever up to this point.
Jesus. Probably had more to do with the after Rumble.
They don't get to a 4 until April 6th, which is the one where they took over Nitro.
So they peaked here and they start dipping back down again.
They plateau under 4 for a couple months, and then bam, they overtake Raw as of April 6, 1998.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, boys. It's gonna hurt. I was thinking of good things are gonna happen. We kept talking about it. It's gonna get better. Maybe not get better till after WrestleMania.
I mean, even then, like, for the longest time, you know, it's not until they get, you know, the Dudleys and all these guys. It's like, how good is it really get?
Because we've just been through. We started with like extra long promo, two DX segments, another fucking DX, 3 DX segments.
Have you seen Undertaker?
If we get get another match like this,
say no short answers.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Undertaker? Have you seen it?
he says no. You don't say nada. He doesn't know shit. Leave him alone, Sean.
Nachos grandes, amigos.
Welcome back to WWF Raw. Here is a live shot backstage. That's Mike Tyson.
Look at that creepy smile on Sergeant Slaughter. That is so creepy.
Iron Mike will be here tonight in the ring. Following contest
Who's like?
for one fall, and it is for the NWA North
Oh God,
What the hell?
Oh my
Jim.
God. NWA championship being defended. Who gives a fuck?
This was Jim Cornette's thing.
You know what? They're hemorrhaging fucking talent. Look at Bradshaw though. Look at the shape he's in.
What a mustache.
Oh. No.
It's earlier than usual for it to start doing that, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Good God. And your fucking dad's favorite tag team. Who's going to tell Jeff the other letter on his jacket's an L? But I will give him credit, though. They made the design an arrow that points to his dick. You're like, yep.
Titles are the Rock and Roll Express got Smoky Mountain tag titles.
Who gives a shit?
A gentleman by the name of Blackjack Wyndham. Perhaps owes you a little visit. Hello, everybody. Hey, I haven't got too long.
You know, Kevin Kelly is on the broadcast team with everybody else. I forgot. I heard another voice.
I just want to say a couple of things.
Goddamn!
NWA President Howard Brody in Tampa,
He just threw the fucking belt over the out of the ring like it was nothing.
Because
it is nothing.
And I'm demanding that they make this an NWA
Yeah.
North American Heavyweight Championship.
Don't you son of a...
Oh, Slim. That's one.
It's much better than the WWF competition. We are going to take the
You assholes, pick another move.
Did he really just say that NWA competition is better than WWE competition?
This
Yeah.
This might be the only bigger mark for the business than Brett. Well, Brett's a big mark for himself, but Corny's a big mark for the business.
experience and the star quality to lead the NWA into the year 2000 and the Rock and Roll Express.
Oh boy.
The Rock and Roll Express.
Simply to make sure that these WWF people who have taken the sport of wrestling, that they have spilled their blood, sweat, and tears over. And
Jesus Christ, these dudes look like they're from a canceled 70s sitcom show.
I know, and they still look like it.
Yeah.
Even worse. they just can't let it go.
No.
tradition rules.
Oh, they do the
Tradition
whole no
rules.
over the top. No, that's not NWA rule. That's Bill Watts rules.
Bill Watts, that fucking weirdo.
Cowboy.
Bill Watts.
Because I, me, Jim Cornette, I'm going to see
Yeah, he lasted a long time in WWF.
Well, I mean, a bit of trouble. Blackjack Bradshaw was in control.
What's the fucking kayfabe reason for bouncing off the ropes to do an elbow drop? Does it make it any more devastating?
The 300-pounder catches Jerry.
I don't think it makes it more devastating, but it gives it that extra flair of you're coming off the ropes.
Yeah, like an illegal move. Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at Bradshaw's physique. He's pretty ripped here. What happened? He just let himself go and became champion?
I think a lot of guys let themselves go when they become champions.
Well, he was older when he became champ. He's in his late 20s, I think, right here, early 30s.
Oh.
Rock and Roll Express working on Blackjack Bradshaw outside the ring.
I tell you what, I can't believe that Ricky and Rob.
How hard must it be to wrestle in cowboy boots? Because those aren't wrestler design like cowboy boots. They're like cowboy boots with like padding on the bottom.
I thought they were wrestling boots that were made to look like cowboy boots, or am I not seeing it?
No, they look like cowboy boots. Because wrestling boots lace up, so they fit more comfortable. Cowboy
That's
boots
true.
don't. Cowboy boots, you gotta soak that shit in water, then put your like foot in it so it takes the shape of your foot. It's a weird process. I don't know. I don't think you have to do it with those boots, but
Whee!
like, there's another thing about fuck, like getting crotched in wrestling. We're all guys. We've all been hitting the dick before, right? I don't care how tough you are. That is not like something you shake off. That's like, I need 20 minutes. Don't talk to me. Don't touch me. Leave me alone.
Oh!
Fucking stiff.
One of the finest lariats in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I would. God, that guy's a monster. I would not take his finisher. But I mean, At the very least, if he's gonna hit you somewhere hard, at least it's in the chest and shoulder area where you can kind of take it. But I'm in the Bret Hart school of wrestling, man. You should not physically hurt your opponent to get over. I don't believe in fucking chop. Oh god, power bomb? Where are your fucking repertoire of moves, Bradshaw? Gloating is such a heel thing to do after a move, always waiting for the spot. Oh shit. So what the fuck?
Oh, that was terrible. That was ugly.
Oh, it's the betrayal. Oh shit! Here it comes. Oh!
Is it a mistake?
I like to say, imagine getting beaten by a clothesline, but that's this fucker's finisher.
Lariats are big in Japan.
Lariato!
Lariat.
I will say this: Stan Hansen had the coolest name, Stan the Lariat Hansen. He'd bring a fucking noose to the ring. No wonder why that dude was over in Japan.
Wyndham.
What a cocky bit. He puts the belt back on in the middle of the ring. What a Hogan thing to do. What's he doing? He's talking.
Oh!
This is like the weirdest thing. But sadly, other than the marrow thing, this is like the second most entertaining thing I think we've seen this episode. Oh, fucking hell, corny. Oh.
Is that Ricky Morton and Bobby Gibson?
Yes, it's the Midnight Express.
Yeah.
Or the Rock and Roll Express.
Rock and Roll Express.
Look at that bleached blonde mullet, man. How are these guys supposed to get over?
What the fuck?
How do you get that over? Like,
oh,
I wonder how Russo felt about this segment because he was the lead writer at this time.
He probably hated it because Jim Cornette did it.
Corny's probably like, guys, that was the best spot in Raw. We
swerved them. We care about them. We care about the fucking Blackjacks. Look.
This story's gonna get very interesting. No one's gonna give a shit about this story. No one even brings it up. We're the only idiots that are watching this right now. Oh my god.
They've got this belt that nobody knows about, that nobody cares about, and
God, Barry Windham's lets us go. He kind of looks like Norm Macdonald.
He does. My God.
He really does right there.
Turd Ferguson. Funny name.
That must be the second night of Raw.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, they're still selling tickets the night before. That's a rough fucking period for these guys. You know, I always ask ourselves, like, man, tickets were so cheap to WWE events. How come we just never asked our dad to take us, bro?
You know what? I think we just didn't. We never had a desire to see it live. We saw it was on TV, so we figured just watch it on TV. So, like, looking back, like, I wish we had, but I don't know if
I would have tried to go, because wasn't one of the Rumbles in the Attitude Era in Anaheim?
The 2000 Rumble was in Anaheim.
No, that was New York. The 2000 WrestleMania was in Anaheim.
Yeah, the 2000 WrestleMania was in. We should have went to that one. Shit.
No, that was a shitty Mania.
Well, I mean, like, our first live WWE event was in 2005. Like, what the fuck? Like, we were fans for like 15 years.
Well,
we're halfway home.
Let's take a little break, guys. You know, we're gonna end this wonderful segment of Raw and turn it back on to the War Zone. Get this thing kicking back up into gear properly. So yeah, let's Stretch our legs a bit. Stay. If somebody wants to sponsor the show, this is where your commercial would go. We'll gladly take your money and shill anything. I will even shill you, Corny. Check out Smoky Mountain Wrestling. You've got the best talents ever.
Get us some better equipment.
All right. We are back.
Today, here in the United States, we celebrate the
What
life
the?
of an extraordinary
Oh, it's
man
Martin
who
Luther
had a
King
dream.
Day?
A dream of unity.
I mean, it's a
dream of
Monday.
peace. Long
Yeah, they always
live
do it.
the
What is
dream.
like January 14th or something? Or...
In over 100 countries, in 7
Then the Rumble must have been early this
What
year
a
on
fucking-
there.
The third Monday.
What a
Oh,
fucking
okay.
prick McMahon is. Put his own mother in front of Martin Luther King. Cancel him. I want that man canceled. I want his family stripped of all their stock.
Exactly.
I want them living in the gutter.
Did Nitro do it too? Where I mean, I know they had to break up to set the hours for ratings, but did they switch their Nitro to a different Nitro, or was it always
No,
just
they
Nitro?
would always just time it to end there properly.
It's so odd. The Raw and then Warzone.
Because the wars were fought on television. I mean, pay-per-views really didn't matter as much. Pay-per-views are kind of just sort of like, okay, let's get a little revenue here because they looked at it from the sponsorship perspective. Hey, these guys are paying us X number of dollars for a commercial. We're getting 4s and 5s in ratings, and our competition's getting only 3s and 4s. Who's going to get more eyes on the product? And Nitro really coveted that college crowd. Like, we were teenagers, not in college, watching Raw, but like, guys understand, like, imagine when we were in college, that was the thing to do in college, was watch Nitro. Remember
Yeah, you're
Nitro
absolutely right.
parties?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, the fact that they did Nitro parties and they were all college kids, and all these Gen Xers and stuff, like they're making cream puffs and shit and wrestling and stuff. Like, it was,
Making cream? Where did you get this shit?
dude, no, like they there was this Nitro party and they're like, oh yeah, we made cream puffs for WCW because NWO for life, baby. So that was the thing.
There's Jerry.
Hey guys, look, it's a couple. It's what's his name from ECW? Rocco Rock and Stevie Grunge. What are those idiots called?
The Public Enemy.
Public Enemy.
A whole hour and they haven't even fucking mentioned the title or anything.
Or Austin.
This is so weird. Like, in my mind, I thought it was the opening segment of the show.
Well, that's the only segment that matters. There he is.
I mean, technically, it was the opening segment of Warzone.
No, I mean, like,
Well, they're smart for doing it.
what the fuck? Again?
Another Undertaker segment? Exactly. Why are we hearing it twice?
It's the third time they played music.
Are people breaking out their actual lighters in the fucking arena?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Holy
it's
shit.
the thing to do.
Now it's cell phones.
I
Now it's a cell phone.
miss the flash bulbs. That
Yeah,
to
the
me
flash
makes
bulbs.
it seem so epic.
Off the top ropes and diving through tables and ladders.
It's like, you know, a moment was special, the more flashes. You're like, damn it, cell phones, you ruin everything. What the hell? It's Marty Jannetty!
Is it?
No.
It's Sting!
He's the man called Sting.
Well, this is just Shawn Michaels.
Undertaker wouldn't go to heaven, though.
Yeah, he's an evil man.
Yeah. Witchery and
takes-
Sourcecraft.
He
Like, I
takes
come from
people
the dark
under.
side. He takes people down there. He's like, that's where he hangs out.
When the casket, the fire was extinguished, and the locks were pried off, and the lid opened, the stench was overwhelming. But the Undertaker
Who the fuck is that?
casket last night and has not been seen since.
I don't know. Is it? It can't be Undertaker.
No, it's not him. He doesn't show up until, like, March. Break it down.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
And it is dark in here. This crowd, as best I can tell in the total darkness, many on their feet, and there he is. He's back.
Was it Kane?
He can't even lift his arms up in the right fucking distance, like the same angle.
What a relief for the creatures of the... Oh, my.
Oh yeah, he looks good. He looks good in that. Damn, look at how huge that is.
They must have had somebody else descending down, honestly, because I was looking at his arm and he was missing the Shawn tattoo. That's why I didn't say that one didn't look like Shawn. I think that's what the darkness was, where that guy went under the ring and then Shawn popped out from under.
Probably.
Triple H, the European champion. And of course, China. Wait a look at
What the hell?
Barbie? Oh, Undertaker barbecue.
At least this is better than them fucking playing cards in the middle of a Headbangers match. Oh god, if those fuckers come out tonight. Like, how could this show get any lower? We're like on a spiral course, boys, that I don't like.
I mean, you're not wrong. Like, this show is kind of meh.
It's more than meh. We had one decent segment. I love my boy Mero, but his segment was kind of meh. He didn't get on the mic. He didn't give him the stick.
After the war that Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker endured, Michaels, no doubt in my view, would have lost the WWF title at the Royal Rumble in the casket.
Suck the cook.
Marshmallows.
We thought Kane was coming to the ring to help
Meanies.
Love that we both said that at the same time.
This is supposed to be Monday Nitro. Good God. Fucking, they deserve to lose. Holy shit.
Sean and I both got jumbo weenies.
They say they pick up the fucking cheap ass bar S hot dogs for $1.
Uh-oh. That is the big stick.
You don't grill salami?
Hey, Sean.
No, but they're
Where'd you
fucking
get those
idiots.
Cool clothes you came out here with? A fire sale?
Yeah.
Well, China, Triple H, how do you like your Undertaker? Do you like him rare, medium, or well done? Because that's exactly what he is done, thanks to Degeneration X and yours truly, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Thanks to Kane. Thanks to Kane, he's not here.
But before we get to that, I want to talk to the Mr. Hanky of the World Wrestling Federation, Owen Hart. Owen, I hope you enjoyed your royal stumble last night, because I sure as hell did. But I tell you what, I am gonna give you... Hey, that's pretty good.
Ew. What the fuck?
Control yourself, JR.
I am gonna hand
Moderately
you
disturbing.
your opportunity for revenge, Owen, and I'm gonna hand it to you on a silver platter. Owen Hart, right here next week on Raw.
This
I am
is just...
giving you
I don't know.
a shot at my coveted European title.
Is he legit injured
That's
right
right,
now, or
Owen.
is...
It's
think
gonna
he
be me
is.
and you,
I think he had a
one-on-one,
leg issue.
Man to boy.
Because he competes at the next pay-per-view.
Gonna have to lose that crutch.
Man to boy. And Owen,
This is so
let's face it,
hard to
even
watch.
with a detached
It kind of feels like...
Ford MCL, I've got one
Imagine
thing
like
on,
you're
but it
like our
really
kids are
isn't
older
gonna
and they're
matter
watching
much,
this stuff.
is
You
it?
come in here and like, this is
Because
what
I
you
can
find
beat you
entertaining?
just like that.
Yeah.
Anytime
Are you
I want,
retarded?
and
Are
end it for
you,
good.
mentally? Did somebody strike your
And on
head
another
very
note,
hard with
to
a
all you
hammer?
California
California girls out there.
The big salami.
Oh, there's Chris.
There's
Just
no
that fucking shut up there and a sign that said "Marry Me, China."
because it's old and it's broken down, and besides, it's bleach blonde. Ladies, if you want to see the stars, call Triple H because I got the rocket if you want the ride.
Oh, God. Lord.
That was valuable information.
God, I wish I got to tell those jokes. Now everybody
What?
saw the Heartbreak Kid be as gracious as he could and give the Undertaker.
I do miss a time when
to become the World
they could
Wrestling
cut
Federation
promos like the
champion.
stars can cut promos like this. I mean, this promo is shit, but at the very least they're trying something. Now, like, I haven't watched an episode of Raw in over a decade. Like, honestly, like
It's so scripted now. Like I was watching Brian Alvarez, and he was talking about how Damian Priest, because they're the heels, he told everybody in the crowd to stand up, and then everybody in the crowd stood up, and then he said, "I said everybody stand up." So it's pre-written bullshit, pre-written.
Now it's time to go.
So yeah, like unless you're like Roman Reigns, or if you're not, yeah, you don't get no free, no promo
Roman's-
time for yourself.
Roman's unscripted.
Stein, who won the Rumble?
Well, he's
He's-
the tribal chief.
He's scripted, but he's allowed to go off script when he wants to.
When he wants to eat some suffering succotash.
Oh God, I remember that.
So,
I feel bad for Roman because they're like, yeah, Ambrose is the wild card, Rollins is the burn it down guy, so that must make Roman Superman. Make him Superman.
Well, yeah, it was the same thing. It was that John Cena problem for the longest time. It was like turn him heel, turn him heel, turn him heel, and now he's heel and everyone loves him.
They missed the boat on John Cena. You imagine?
Yeah,
if
they
look what it did for Hulk's career. Literally extended it by another decade.
Oh yeah.
Like, I watched some of this WCW shit when he came back. It's painful. Like, I love my Hulk. You know, Hulk's still my favorite. That was awful. That was some of the worst shit he's ever done in his life.
You know, and
the
it
fans let him have it. Like, they're like, fuck this guy.
yeah, and it makes sense from like a profit standpoint, because then not only are the kids still gonna buy the merch, but then the 18 and over demographic, you know?
They make it seem like heels don't sell merch.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Like,
They
what do
usually sell it better.
Yeah. Tell me Jericho's merch didn't sell when he was the hottest fucking heel in 2007.
You got quite a winning streak going.
I don't get it. Like, it might have been a Cena thing too. Maybe he was too afraid to do it because he liked being like the hero and everything like that. Maybe that's just the way his ego is wired. But then I see him on Peacemaker and he acts like a douchebag. I'm like, you got it in you, John.
Yeah.
Change
I'm
it
sure
up.
John,
he'd love
said
it.
part of it was the Make-A-Wish stuff.
Oh.
Like, he felt he couldn't do the Make-A-Wish if he turned heel.
That was the way he got over in the first place, was becoming a heel.
I know.
This shit is still going on, and it kills the crowd.
Yeah, he's just rambling.
I mean, we're not even paying attention. We're talking about fucking Chris Jericho and Hulk Hogan.
Too much more interesting topics of right now than this guy, which is sad because Sean's right now in that transitional standpoint. Honestly, I know we harped about it, but it would have been for a much better christening. Imagine if Brett was the one to pass the torch to Austin at WrestleMania, and then he went to WCW. That match would have been so much better. It would have been such a better program because Austin has never beat Brett.
Yeah.
Every time he's tried, he's always come up short. And as much heat as this was getting, the Austin versus DX, more people just cared about Austin, and DX was the obstacle. It wasn't cool. It wasn't a great. No one looks at the Austin-Shawn feud as a great feud. It wasn't. But it was just we wanted to see Austin champion. What the fuck? They're back? This is weird. I thought they...
Murderer! Murderer!
What the fuck?
What
I've
the
never
hell?
seen LOD do that before. Oh god.
My goodness.
Big warfare.
WWF's fucking stable's gotten so bad they had to bring in day laborers. Another tag team match. Our third tag. We've had 5 matches on this show and 3 of them have been tags. Honky?
Oh, no.
It's the Thrashers!
You can't get away from
Damn
them.
it. Fuck. Son of a bitch.
Ask and you shall receive, Lou.
Fuck. These clowns.
Headbangers.
And Taka? Random Taka.
The Thrashers.
The Thrashers would have been a better name than the Headbangers.
What a fucking hodgepodge team they made for this match.
What is this, a WrestleMania? We gotta get everybody on the card. We've already paid for them to be here.
This is the feel sorry for Owen Hart segment of the night.
Oh, good jump. Ooh!
I mean, Taka is a cruiserweight wrestling with heavyweights, so he's just gonna get fucking blown up. Look how small he is.
He's smaller than them all.
Huracanrana! You think that?
Like I wonder if the WWE just like after the fucking cruiserweight tournament, they're just like, you know what, it's not gonna work with the cruiserweights.
Because they don't have a cruiserweight stable. They all those guys, they had 8 guys in the competition. 6 of them were jobbers.
Yep.
Oh god, here they go. I actually liked them as a kid now that I think about it.
Ooh, Taka?
The Thrashers, the Headbangers.
I just remember thinking they wore diapers and skirts. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these guys? And I've never been a fan of guys wrestling in shirts. I don't like it. It's indie to me. It's fucking backyard wrestling.
Shirts and skirts.
I mean, unless like I don't even like singlets unless it's like a Kurt Angle or like a legit wrestler wearing a wrestling singlet. It's like just wear trunks, man.
Well, I mean, if it's a fine look at it, like at least I get DOA shit because they don't change clothes. They wrestle in like they're like bikers fighting in a bar. But like Los Barricas, at least they're wearing like wrestling attire and they still look like gang members. Like okay, because like if you're telling me these guys were in a gang and they come out there in just fucking trunks or whatever, like man, what kind of creepy gang is that? Like, am I gonna get mugged or raped? You fuck.
They're like wearing wife beaters and jeans.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what's sad? Savio Vega is a talent. I liked Savio Vega. Oh shit! Here comes Owen.
Did you hear Jerry Lawler? What he called Taka?
Oh, the Smile Eraser! Oh shit! Jerry's on the mic. Holy, I can't even notice. Oh fuck! Thank you. Save us, Owen. Save us. There we go. Yeah, that was that put Owen over fucking hard.
That did.
Literally went in there, did 3 moves and won. That dude took that fucking Insiguri like a champ.
Couldn't he just wrestle a fucking singles match? Why did we need 4 people?
I'm guessing. What the fuck? What's up? He's still got the gel in his hair.
see him next week for the European title.
So the match is made.
I think because it was the Raw after Rumble, and they had already booked all the guys to travel, and they're already there, and they're like, "Hey guys, we're gonna come on down the show here, and it'll be a short trip, and that way they could try to get them all in the program." Or maybe it was just to not overshadow this moment.
Mm.
Man, those fuckers got changed real quick. Wow. I mean, this is the one thing, like, we all came to see Stone Cold tonight, damn it.
There he is.
There it is. Okay. We might be getting something good tonight, boys. All right. Cheer up.
There we go.
Is he going to get this sick?
I think he's wrestling.
Who else is left? No. Fuck.
Ahmed Johnson.
Don't do
Oh,
it.
gosh.
Oh my God, he ran in the ring. He's already blown up.
Only jobbers run to the ring.
He didn't even get he ran up.
He's exhausted.
He's so exhausted.
Good God.
Why is he still in the company?
Oh my God. I
I
feel
think
bad.
this guy
Vince,
used to be an Intercontinental Champion.
Vince was like all over this guy at one point. Oh, look at the size on him.
Yeah, he
He's got
loved
so
him.
much beef. He's huge. We're gonna make him champion. And he's like, he just injured 4-year wrestlers. God dang it! Put him in the nation.
Wasn't he the first singles black champion in the company?
Yeah, and they just jobbed him the fuck out.
Cause he's a fucking train wreck. The guy either injures himself or someone else in all of his matches. He's so dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, look at his knees. They're taped up like mummies because he's got, knee problems. It's like, and he's got a gut. Like, what the hell? Like, what did they think he was gonna do?
He debuted too hotter than shit. Like he had, like, a fucking rocket up his ass. to
Yeah, they
stardom.
fucking shot him up.
Oh, the classic Ahmed Johnson wedgie. Get some tights that fit, motherfucker.
Mm.
He's not a refined tech. No shit.
Really?
Good call, JR.
Never would have guessed that.
Captain fucking obvious. Whee! Ooh.
I like that spot. I have always liked it because the stairs make a good sound and it feels like looks and feels devastating.
Uh-oh, Marky Mark's out.
Grabbing a chair. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Ugh.
How do you guys feel about wrestlers like calling their finishers?
Wayne
Like,
missed it.
I like it because it kind of sets it. It excites the crowd. It gets them pumped up.
I only like it if they're quick.
Yeah, quick.
I don't like Randy Orton when he pumps his fists on the ground. Like, motherfucker, if I'm in the ring with you and I see you doing like, oh shit, he's gonna do something to me. I'll even give what's his name, Sean, some shit because Sweet Chin Music, he's fucking stomping like a damn bull in the corner.
Telegraphing it.
Yeah, but like, I think the best one that gets the signaling of the finisher that always gets the biggest pop was Jake the Snake's DDT. Because he would just wait a while and then he would just like, boom, and then, oh shit! Oh fuck, he's gonna kill somebody.
And you knew when Jake was doing it because all he did was that twirl with his hand. And he did it once.
Uh-huh.
Once. And then you knew, okay, he's going for the DDT.
And that move was over. Nobody kicked out of that thing.
Well, I kind of like the fact that some wrestlers do call their finish because it's kind of entertainment. But then again, like the most entertaining finisher ever was fucking DDP. You never knew it when it was coming. So it's kind of I think it kind of depends on the wrestler itself and the move itself.
I think the longer you draw it out, the worse it gets because you kill kayfabe. Because if you're like, how big of an idiot does the opponent have to be to not see this coming?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Benoit's crippler, he never called that shit. He's like, oh fuck, he got it. In a sense, Austin had it where he'd flip you off, but he did it like it wasn't like his setup. He would just kick you and do it.
Are you sure Benoit didn't call for the crossface? Because then he used to
He did the first flash.
No, he used to call the headbutt where he'd be like, ah, and then he would blow his nose on you. That sick fuck. See? Look what I'm talking about. Oh, he missed this part.
Yeah. Yeah. Good with the peak.
He got thrown from his dick. Oh, they didn't even show the best fucking part.
Yeah, the jumping.
I'm telling you, they need to put that moment back.
I'm telling you, we're perfect for the
Wait a minute.
I'm saying I'm making a decision now.
We just saw these guys make a gesture to...
I mean, like, Tyson's living his dream here because he's a big wrestling fan, too.
And this is right after the whole fucking fighting incident, so...
Come on, Sean, punch him.
Well, that was like a year ago, I think.
Yeah, it was I think a year.
You know what? I gave Tyson shit for that, but after listening, another... Are you fucking kidding me?
You didn't see the preview for this? It's also your other favorite tag team, too.
Don't you dare, you son of a bitch.
So it's heel versus heel.
But it's your other favorite tag team.
You son of a bitch. Don't you dare.
Here we go. Oh, you didn't know?
Ah, the disappointment on your face. Still cracks me up because it's Crazy Dave's favorite tag team. They're in Fresno, so would have a pig.
Yeah, Fresno's a fucking shithole.
But before we get into all of this, you can hold these.
They're wearing overalls, JR.
These two. Before we get into all this, let's talk this out. Look at us. We have lowered ourselves to wearing overalls in support of you guys.
Oh, Jesus. In support of the guy that's wearing a Confederate t-shirt.
Yeah!
Why? Why? What the? Who booked this shit?
This is a Jim Cornette booking. Oh,
This
this
is-
is a Russo booking.
Oh, look, he's actually wearing trunks, though.
At least
Yeah, because
this
he knew
is
he was
not
going to
wearing
get
a shirt.
declothed.
Who cares about this?
Absolutely, that has Russo all over. Anytime anyone's clothes get ripped off, it's Russo.
Oh!
Well, take his clothes off in the ring. Then he'll be embarrassed like you're wrestling in your underwear.
Oh,
Vince,
my God!
Ugly!
Holy...
how is he not dead?
Yes, and a match that involved handcuffs.
You nearly killed him!
Damn it, why didn't you? You had one job.
In that tag team matchup. He's biting him. Come on, ref.
Oh, that is...
The encore of the Royal Rumble is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
You know you're fucking heated in this match. So invested as commentary when you're talking about ordering the Royal Rumble.
The rewind, yeah.
They're literally talking. They're doing what we're doing right now, talking about other shit. Because the match is so boring.
Pretty much.
You're fucking tag team champions right here. And they're selling like they're the face team.
Yeah, it's odd.
And you're telling me that fucking cornrow dog is gonna get the hot tag?
Well, the Godwins are angry. They're vile. They just are just surly and nasty.
Yeah, they didn't.
Those are the
Yeah.
good points. That's right.
This is gonna be another DQ. LOD is gonna come in there. In there, aren't they? We're not gonna have. We have one clean finish tonight.
Where that boot's been. Well, I'll tell you,
Jesus, no wonder why. I was like, man, I thought business picked up. Thanks, JR. After Austin's Rumble win, but
they don't know anything about the rules.
this is like almost as bad as that first Raw we watched after Survivor Series.
Yeah,
It's pretty bad.
this is tough to watch.
Oh, I was hyped for this. We were all hyped.
Yeah.
You really were.
I've been betrayed. How dare
Well,
you,
you know,
Vince?
I wasn't even 14 years old when this Raw aired, and I guarantee you, I had no problem with this. I mean, obviously I like Nitro more, but it was watchable when you're 14.
Well, because you haven't seen better. Is the
That's
thing.
true.
We know what's coming. We know how much better it's gonna be. So, like, to see this, you're like, I guess at this point, which is really sad and weird to think about, this is the best Raw has been ever
Yeah.
since its inception. This,
This is the highest rated Raw ever right now.
yeah, and it's like literally been the shittiest one we watched.
Well, sometimes you have to remember the ratings were probably because of whatever happened the week before, the night before. blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. People probably tune in to see, oh, who won the Rumble, who's the champion, blah blah blah.
Oh boy.
That ruffian.
That's hilarious.
Ruffian for sure.
What is this match?
Well, I was gonna say when you said it felt like the show was dragging earlier, not so much. Now it definitely feels like it's dragging.
Like, I just want it to be over with.
Oh, that's a good. I like that one.
That's the
Is that the
Vader
wheelbarrow?
move.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
are we getting it again? Some more some mercy interference. Okay. All right, we're gonna restart this thing.
Jack.
Flapjack.
They eat them and they use them. What call is that?
Stupid.
Fuck you, JR. Kick this man out of the Hall of Fame for that comment. You got hit with a stuffed animal?
Stuffed animal.
You gotta
Oh,
be
puppet
kidding me.
man? Oh.
Wasn't
Really?
even loaded with anything? Are you fucking kidding me? You're fucking jobber of a tag team division here. Oh, there's a brick in there at least. Okay, thank you. At least it didn't make it seem like a moron.
Hey, don't. Hey. Back out. Hey, back out. It's a brick.
No, that's a hate crime.
Jesus.
What?
It's because they blocked out the numbers.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't want some
Come on,
Nimrod
Chris.
leaning into the screen and trying to write down the numbers and call them up.
I was like star.
1-900 something something.
I think we tried calling it once during a pay-per-view, but we never
It's
got connected
one-
to a wrestler.
902. It looked like 297.
Still to come?
God, we have 10 minutes of this show left, and we haven't had more than a nugget of entertainment. Man, you know what? This was our fault, guys. We thought they would do the thing where they would hype us up at the beginning of the show. No, they did the news segment where they tease you, hey, this is coming up, and then they show it at the very end of the program so you watch all the bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment.
This is it, boys.
There we go. We all been waiting for.
And here's the Wessel Magnific fun fact for the day. So I guess Tyson had a bunch of $100 bills in his coat pocket. So when you watch it, and Stone Cold pushes him, watch all the money fly, and then what? And
he's gonna pick him up.
Yeah. What song is this?
I don't know, but it's gonna get us a copyright strike. That's for sure.
They might have recorded over it. Like,
Oh no, because you got the overlay over though.
No, what the audio they'll pick it up. Like if you even have like over 10 seconds of a copyright song in your video.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But we don't make any money from YouTube anyway, so haha.
Not yet.
Optimism on point.
Optimism, I think that. I like that. We still need to make those shirts though. That's the first piece of merch we need to make. I marked for Mero.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's actually a good one.
Or Raw is Mero.
Oh, the crowd doesn't seem into him.
It's pretty tame for Tyson because he's not a wrestler.
Did you guys see the sign in the background that was Legion of Doom?
Yeah.
Both smoking joints that said "What a Rush."
Yeah.
In a World Wrestling Federation ring.
Well, it's just a pleasure for me to be here. I've been a fan.
It's a pleasure being here.
He's a pleasure, baby.
He's the most intimidating sounding man in history.
Right?
But yeah, he's so lethal.
Oh, hey Benny. What's up, Benny Bash? Miss your daddy.
Hi.
Oh, he's having a rough time.
We have the big announcement, and the announcement is that on March 29th,
Because he's missing out on the best moment.
at Wrestlemania,
Oh, he can hear us.
very ring, Iron Mike Tyson.
Oh no!
Finally, a legit pop.
You ruined it!
You ruined it! You ruined everything! What made the news everywhere.
Damn, look at that. Like, they play his music and he comes out and they all run out like, oh my god, why is he coming out here?
And I think WCW, I think in one of, I forgot what video it was, but Eric Bischoff, when he found out about this, he was like, oh, that's good.
That was in the Monday Night Wars individual DVD, which you can't watch anymore because they made like a Monday Night Wars series that they show on.
Oh, boo!
But I have a copy of it, so we're good.
All right, I got a copy of my DVDs.
That
I mean,
and
not rid of any of my wrestling DVDs. Yeah.
And that and Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior.
That's the one I don't have. My brother has that
I'm
one.
sick and tired of seeing Mike Tyson. He comes in, he's shaking everybody's hands, making friends with all the WWF superstars, and it's made me so damn sick I've been in the back throwing up.
You and me both, Steve. You and me both.
I ain't gonna shake you, man, but I'm out here to make friends with you. Mike, shut up.
This homeboy in the back has an Austin hat on.
I respect what you've done in the boxing world.
Look at him.
Son, when you step in this ring, you're messing with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's something you don't do.
Sarge does not see. Look, he's got the fucking hat on.
You know, so funny though. I didn't remember Stone Cold being this big, like size-wise. He's like fucking. He's bigger than him.
Yeah, Tyson was
Tyson's not
short.
a big guy.
For some reason, I thought Tyson was huger though.
No, he was.
Mike, but you're out here calling yourself the baddest man on the planet. Right now, you got your little beady eyes locked on the eyes of the world's toughest son of a bitch.
McMahon's apologizing. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
can
sorry.
beat you any day of the week, twice on Sunday. Do I think you could beat my ass? Hell no. Do I think I could beat your ass? Why, hell yeah.
Wow.
This is so.
Wow.
I don't
Jesus.
know how good your hearing is, but if you don't understand what I'm saying, I always got a little bit of sign language, so here's to you.
Holy shit.
Wow. Flipped off Mike Tyson.
Tyson
All the
kicked
money
him.
that just fell out.
Look at this segment. This segment was
See all them
3
picking up the money.
minutes.
Wow.
And it's so much more. DX is out there for jabbering on for 20 minutes. The guy
God,
collected
look
the
how
money.
much cash they have in their hands. Tyson's all calm. I'm cute.
Yeah, fucking Stone Cold just looks rabid.
I think Tyson should have been like not held back like Austin, but held back by his crew because it would have made him look tougher. Like I'll kill this guy. Because right now it looks like Austin's the tougher one, and Tyson's kind of like a little bitch.
This is the most realistic thing I think they've ever done.
Ruined it.
And then I think I think Vince McMahon kicks or something. Oh.
He says that now, but he goes back. We got him. We got him, Steve. I was like, how did they not win a round after this? But after watching the episode,
that because Tyson wasn't doing anything, that he needed to get in there and go after Austin.
they probably told him not to because I imagine if he got physical and something happened to him, that could jeopardize his role later on. Honestly, of everything they did, they probably played this perfectly.
Well, I think they had to skirt some rules because he wasn't supposed to be in a ring, and they had to like file something or talk to the boxing commission and be like, "This is like entertainment. This isn't like real."
It's not a boxing ring, man.
Well, yeah, but there's still the commissions, the sports commissions, and all that bullshit that used to. Wow.
They just end it there? That's brilliant.
I can't believe they're showing another promo for this shit.
Whee! Oh, nice. Ooh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did not even see that coming. They never show that. They never show the good stuff.
No.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live.
Okay.
So they didn't do it. You know what I think they did? They played this smart. They did it before the final break so that people watching Nitro could hear about it and then turn it back, and then they re-show what happened so they get more viewers at the end. But even so, like, I was like, man, why didn't they win a round after this? I could see why. This show fucking sucked otherwise.
I can tell you one thing, this is going to make headlines all over the world. A heck of a sports center.
Wow, JR was right about that. 1 out of 10 today.
Yeah.
Bring the coward.
Oh,
Whoa! Did he say faggot?
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
I think I heard some N bombs.
Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Disappointment is a word that gets thrown around a lot these days. But
Especially in
other
our
than the
shows.
last 10 minutes of that show, I would honestly
It's a
say
stinker.
it was the worst episode of Raw we watched. Bar none.
I don't know if it was the worst, but it's definitely down.
Tell
there.
me one moment other than the last 10 minutes that was good, decent. Decent, not even good, decent.
I mean,
Marrow?
if you're a fan of
That
Shawn
wasn't his
Michaels-
best. That was probably Marrow's worst moment we've seen. It was just
Yeah.
boring. He didn't talk. He had a little bit with Sable, and then it ended. This is disturbing. I mean, they're getting their ass kicked. The Monday Night War is justified. People are like, "Man, when Austin was getting hot, how come they didn't win one?" No, it's because of stupid shit like this.
Yeah, it took a while to gain traction.
They
When
don't.
you only got one segment, you know.
We bring this up like stuff we forget and we don't watch and we don't remember until afterwards. But it's real. We don't really remember the bad stuff. We pass it up because the good stuff is so good. But as we watch and relive it, like, man, this was really awful. Like a train wreck. The shittiest stuff we've seen. To be 100% honest, like I think we even talked about the Raw before the Rumble, and we were discussing it. We were like, man, that show is. You're like, no, that show is really good. I said, I think you're just remembering the good parts that you like. The show is pretty shitty otherwise. And then we broke it down and rewatched it. Oh yeah, you're right. But this fucking 6 tag matches on an episode of Raw.
I'm honestly like, I can't
Like a New
believe
Japan
that.
show.
Besides that, like, and here's the crazy part: this show sucked fucking dick. But that clip of Austin flipping off Tyson was on ESPN. It made international news. So whether the show sucked or not, it accomplished probably the best goal ever in the history of wrestling. Was it got mainstream media attention? It was one of the best, most realistic segments they've ever done. It was incredible.
It was. But here's the thing. Who is supposed to be the leader of the company right now?
Austin?
No, the champion. Didn't
That's
even
true.
feature him in the hottest segment because he's doing dog shit. They don't have anything written for him. It's just he's just coasting. Without Brett, Shawn is rudderless. And he's just floating in this ocean. He's no one decent to argue with. That's why he's acting. He's cutting these promos like a teenager because he can't do anything else. There's nothing for him to do. They had the opportunity of a lifetime. The hottest thing he could have done was wrestle Owen. That would have been a killer program for him. Amazing. Put him way over the top. And they sidelined it for what? That would have been an incredible match between them. Like, an amazing match. I could have seen it.
I mean, we made that argument well before the Rumble that really should have been the match at the Rumble. It should have been Shawn and Owen for the title.
Yeah.
Like it really, because even Triple H could have cost Owen the match, still done everything they did with them moving forward.
Yeah,
wouldn't have changed anything. It's like Undertaker didn't. They could have put Taker in the Rumble and done all that bullshit with Kane in the Rumble.
Right. Imagine
could've
Kane
done it.
comes out with a casket and drags Undertaker in it and throws him in the casket over the top rope and into it and then sets it on fire afterwards. Like, oh my God, what the hell?
Yeah.
Hindsight being 2020. I don't know, guys. This is bad. Like, I honestly think if we just cut out the last segment, it was the worst Raw we've ever watched.
I was honestly bored. Like I couldn't watch it. Like I was honestly listening to you guys. You guys were more entertaining than Raw. Like it's bad.
Good.
That's
Yeah.
not
It's
good
not
at all.
That what got me at that very end was the fucking tag team match just being feel dragged out with the Godwins. and
Which
it was just
fucking
like,
won?
wow.
All of
Was there
them.
even a singles match? There was one singles match
There
on
was
the whole
two.
show.
There was the Marrow versus the Jobber.
Right.
And then there was the NWA Championship match.
Oh God, which also involved tag teams.
There was
Really?
almost a tag team involved in every match tonight, guys. What the fuck were they thinking? Who wrote this shit? I have no words. Like, I know we're reliving this era, and it's supposed to be the best era ever, and we're getting to the good side. We keep saying we're getting to the good stuff, but it's like, trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, and it's hard to keep climbing up and saying it's going to get better, it's going to get better, because it makes it difficult. Like, it makes us our job difficult just to watch it and to go through it, and I don't even remember like next week what happens, and I know that we're building up to the next pay per view in 4 weeks. The In Your House. I don't even remember what it's called, but it's
No Way Out.
Oh, it's called No Way Out.
No Way Out of
called
Texas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but really, we're building. This is supposed to be the road to WrestleMania. It always begins after the Royal Rumble, and they technically did with the Mike Tyson thing, because he announced him as a special. Well, he tried to announce him as enforcer before he got cut off by Austin. But like Angelo said, it did its job. It got WWE mainstream media attention, and maybe they probably put all their eggs in one basket. Like, well, let's write the show tonight. They're probably, no, we got to think of this thing to do with Tyson. Let's get Tyson right. Let's do everything else. What are we booking for the show tonight? Like, just put everybody else on the show. Like, just
does it really matter?
Yeah. Because again, like you said, no one else remembers what happens on this episode. We didn't. Like,
yeah,
I remember I told you guys.
Now we remember why. We did remember what happened on this episode.
Yeah.
Remember when I told you guys I thought there's another memorable moment that happens in this episode? I thought it was going to be the Shamrock moment where he begs Rock to hit him in the face with the chair.
Oh,
I thought that was tonight, and I was like, okay, because that'll make it more memorable. Because I remember it happens early on in their feud, but I was like, he has to come out in those fucking dirty ass dad sweats. The gray ones, that's when it happens. But even then, Shamrock, one of the top stars, the top like 5 baby faces in their company right now. Steve Austin, Owen Hart, Undertaker, Ken Shamrock, Legion of Doom. How many of those fuckers wrestled tonight?
And if they did wrestle, they probably would not have been held in light, because honestly, if you think about it, what's Vince McMahon doing tonight? He is babying Mike Tyson. He doesn't give a shit. It doesn't matter. And that's the crazy part. This Raw sucked so much ass, yet it was the highest rated. It got the most attention. So all it mattered was those 3 minutes. And that's incredible that they were able to pull that off.
No, you're right. And from that perspective, yeah, knocked it out of the park. Because again, we're watching this shit 14 years later. No, 24 years later.
24 years later.
And we remember that moment. Like, almost like I could have recited Austin's entire monologue and promo off memory from what he said to Tyson. I remembered every beat of it. But I didn't remember a single thing that happened on the show, and I was wondering why. Like Brett said, now we know, because it was dog shit.
As the great Vince Russo would say, this is what everybody was talking about. They're talking about Tyson, and he's right. Like at school, I was in junior high. That's all anybody that liked wrestling was talking about. Even the cool kids that didn't like wrestling were like, oh my God, Mike Tyson got into a fight on Raw with Steve Austin. That's all they knew. He got into it with Steve Austin, and yep, winner, chicken dinner.
And the thing is, from this build, I think Tyson makes one more appearance on Raw before WrestleMania. That's it.
Really?
Sure.
I think it's only one more appearance he makes. That's when DX calls him out.
Well, he also does that.
He does the workout thing, the public workout. But that's not an episode of Raw. That's some. I don't even think we're gonna watch that. I don't even think. Is there anything like? Did they even have that? You could watch it.
No, it was like a highlight, maybe clips.
They might show clips.
Because that's when Sean got hit with the battery.
Well, his brain was looking a little dim, so they thought I'd give him a charge.
Yeah. And what made it sad is, like, I'm a huge Shawn Michaels fan, and even his fucking promo is dead. Like, it's just like... I think the degenerate is just too. It's not even It's just it's childish. It's not even like, NWO was super tough and this and that, and the PP jokes are funny and all, but they're too PG. I think still, like, they're trying to be edgy, but it's not. I don't feel like it's edgy.
I'm
It's
on your
kinda
side.
kiddie.
I feel
Yeah.
bad for Sean because he's got nothing to do. He's like, Sean, go out there and just entertain the folks for a bit, be silly and dumb. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll just do it. And he doesn't have to work and he doesn't have to put on anything. He just has to go out there and be dumb. But like, what else can he do? He can't really change who he is. He's kind of put all his eggs in this DX basket. Now I got to run with this thing, but
Right.
he's been getting so, like, I don't know how. If I was Sean, I'd feel bad because he's getting so much apathy from the audience or whatever. Maybe a few jeers from the women once in a while, but he's not getting booed. They don't look at him as a monster heel or anything like that. They just kind of look at him as an obstacle, and it's unfortunate because Sean's a talent. Sean could work. Sean could go, and it's just a weird situation to be like. But thankfully, we're going to see a changing of the guard soon. We've got I hate to even bring this 12 more episodes, guys, before we get past WrestleMania.
Even then, like Angela said, I don't think it gets good until 2 pay-per-views after WrestleMania.
The first Raws after Mania are good. I remember them being like entertaining.
Well, I mean, you said that
You
about this Raw.
remember.
You said that about this Raw, so
I said I think it should be good because it's got this moment in it. I said, but I kept saying I don't remember. So that's my out. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to marinate on this one, guys. It's gonna be a rough, but I want to get past it. I want to watch the next episode. I want to start going through these to get to the good stuff. So we're gonna try to burn through it, guys. I think that's all we've got left for this episode, folks. If you guys have questions for us, please shoot them over to us at the Dudes with Attitude podcast at gmail.com. We can answer them on the air. Yeah. But other than that, final thoughts before we sign off.
I hope this next week's not as bad as this week.
Yeah.
I don't think it can be. I'd be shocked.
We can
I'm
only
not-
go up.
All right, guys. For us over here at the DWA, I am the good Dr. Legend signing off for that magnificent Brett Evers. The supreme submission machine, Angelo.
Peace.
And no ego, Weasel Magnific. So
Yee!
long, guys. We will see you next time.